Arigatou gozaimasu. So we're in Osaka now, and we're talking about okonomiyaki, which is one of the staples here in Osaka, along with takoyaki, which I also talked about separately in a different video, which is the octopus balls. Okonomiyaki is basically a pancake. They've been doing it in Osaka for decades, and they come in all different shapes. Okono means basically anything you want. So it's kind of whatever you want in a pancake. But they all begin with a very thin batter, and that batter has flour, water, egg, of course, but there's also dashi. Now, we've talked about dashi on this trip to Japan. That is the building block. That's their stock, if you will. And it has more kombu here in Osaka than it does in Tokyo. Kombu is that kelp, that seaweed that creates dashi. They also put in some katsuobushi, which is a smoked and dried skipjack tuna. When you see the shavings of it, it's called bonito. So that's typically what dashi is. It's kombu, the seaweed, and katsuobushi. So they put those elements in the batter. So it's kind of a savory batter. It is not a sweet pancake at all. And then, there's like 6 different pancakes going on the grill over here as I speak. Everything from like bacon and Kobe beef and pork. I just ordered pork, or actually bacon and egg. And then they put on this okonomiyaki sauce, which is kind of like Worcestershire on steroids. Worcestershire meets A1 meets just whatever sweet sauce you can think of. There's vegetables and tomatoes, but there's also some caramel color and a little bit of stevia, that sweetener. And then they actually drizzled on some Kewpie mayonnaise for richness. And then they sprinkled on that green is the nori. And nori, again, source of umami. So it's kind of like every taste, the sweet, sour, salty, except for the bitter, and umami, because they squeeze some lemon juice on there, the sweetness from the sauce, there's sour from the acid from the lemon juice they'll squeeze on, and there's a lot of umami. And that's what happens all over Japan, is that umami, that fifth sense, it's sort of that savoriness, the meatiness, if you will. And because they put katsuobushi in so many different things here, including the batter for the okonomiyaki, it's really a unique product. And so what you do is they make it over there on the hot griddle, and then it comes over here in front of you, and there's a really long counter here at this restaurant, Fukutaro, and you just get these little, what are they called? Spatulas, and you serve yourself this way. You can cut it into 4s, whatever you want to do. And you can see there's lots of cabbage in here. Cabbage is kind of the building block for these. You can do a lot of scallion also. I had one that was just a ton of scallions and Kobe beef. This one's got a lot more cabbage with my eggs and bacon, but certainly you could have it in the afternoon. They're open till like 11:30 at night. Their last order comes in 11:30 at night, so it's not really like a late night drunk beer drinking scene. But certainly, when you're going to have okonomiyaki in Osaka, got to have a beer. Arigatou gozaimasu.